Okay, today I'm going to be talking about the viability of shorts in a military uniform in combat. And I'll preface this by saying that shorts are not viable, and that's why militaries nowadays, organized militaries nowadays, no longer use shorts. But if we were to look at some examples, say if you've played Call of Duty 2, which is probably one of the best ones, you will have seen the British soldiers during the second character you play as a British officer. You would see them wearing shorts because this is a North Africa campaign. Basically, the thinking behind this was, well, it's hot over there, so put the boys in shorts, then their legs won't sweat. And that sounds pretty good on paper, but I'll debunk that in a second here. Now, the same thing with if you look at the thumbnail of this video. The Rhodesians, they also wore shorts into combat. Now, I'm actually going to use that as the example here. Oh, also, shout out to my South African friend. They wore shorts in that military too at one point. Anyhow, the Rhodesian Bush War is, well, it took place in the bush. So they were in a lot of thick foliage. So if you'll see right here, there's some plant life. And now I've got pants on, so I'm going to walk through that right now. Now, as you can see, my legs are completely protected. However, if we were to... Oh yeah, these are those kinds of pants. Now let's pretend here, for argument's sake, that I am an average Rhodesian, South African, World War II era British soldier, whatever. And I have the shorts. Now let's see how well I walk through the foliage in these. Now look, none of these plants really have sharp thorns, and none of them are poisonous, but if they were, I'd be kind of screwed, because bare legs. And if we were to use an example of the British during World War II again, during the North Africa campaigns, they would just have these horrible, horrible pains on their lower legs all the time because they would be getting hit with sand. And, because there's wind, there's wind in the desert, and it would kick up a lot of sand, and that sand would just fly at them, and when it hit exposed skin, it would hurt, obviously. Now, that might be fine for maybe a few minutes, but imagine being in the desert 24/7 for such a long time, fighting a war there. Wouldn't that get kind of irritating after a while?